Hosanna1.com. This website is considered one of the strangest on the internet. It presents itself as a registry of Afghan hounds. Here, you can plan dog breeding and buy litters. However, the website's visuals look extremely bizarre. What's funny is that the site was made back in 1999 and looked like this. We believe that Afghan hounds are some of the most marvelous of his works. Visit our Hosanna Afghan Hounds homepage to view about a dozen pages with dozens of beautiful photos of our wonderful hounds. The AAA in AAA Worldwide Web Publishing stands for Afghans, Afghans, Afghans. Since we have so much experience producing beautiful websites to showcase them, browse the pages we've done for ourselves and others. See what AAAWWW can do for you. And my God, how strange this sounds. The weirdness of the site doesn't end there. Government-mandated spay and neuter is being pushed all over and will not stop the puppy mills. Commercial breeders are already regulated by USDA. Clicking on this slogan takes us to a site called An American Who Loves Freedom, and you can see it all for yourself. I believe God would never command anything that would be harmful to his children or unborn children. To learn about Christians who smoke and smoke in the Bible, click here. It seems this site belongs to some strange religious old lady who loves dogs, and that explains the horrible and inconvenient design. This is a site that tracks all suicides committed on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge since 1954. Here, you can search by name, view camera recordings, and leave comments. The site claims it does not promote, justify, or support these public events. But it also warns, this website may not be the best place to visit if you have been affected by suicide in any way or are easily offended by facts, opinions, reality, public news, and adult language. Heavensgate.com is an American new religious movement, often described as a cult, founded in 1976 and led by Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite, known in the movement as T and Do. They attracted several hundred followers, and in 1976, the core group of several dozen members stopped recruiting and lived a monastic lifestyle. On March 26, 1997, sheriff's deputies in San Diego County discovered the bodies of 39 active members, including Applewhite. They had participated in a coordinated series of ritual suicides, coinciding with the closest approach of the Hale-Bopp comet. Before the mass suicide, the group's website was updated with the message, Hale-Bopp closes the gates of heaven. Our 22 years of classroom on planet Earth is finally coming to a conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go with T's crew. Planecrashinfo.com. The site's name speaks for itself. It provides statistics on plane crashes. Here, you can view the 100 worst crashes and their photos, famous people who died in aviation incidents, incident photos, and perhaps the creepiest section, last words. There you'll find audio clips of pilots' final moments before their deaths. LastMealsProject.com is a website created by Jonathan Camboris in 2006. This project documents the last meals of inmates before execution. The right to a last meal is traditionally granted to death row inmates in most U.S. states that still practice capital punishment. You can see the meals chosen by different inmates, from serial killers to the mentally ill. This site is less strange than it is interesting and educational. For example, one man chose one bag of assorted Jolly Ranchers. Another one chose ice cream sandwich. ThisPersonDoesNotExist.com. A very popular site you've probably heard of, but that doesn't make it any less creepy. This site creates images of people who never existed. It generates a new photo every time you refresh the page. The fact that none of these people are real is terrifying. And who knows? Maybe if you refresh the page enough, eventually it will generate a version of yourself. This site presents a collection of possible end-of-the-world scenarios. It was created by Martin Quillman in 2001 for personal entertainment. Martin has enough scientific knowledge to make many of his scenarios genuinely creepy. For example, the end of the world through the dominance of stronger X chromosomes, or how we will slowly turn into cyborgs due to metaverse technology. Diseases, nuclear war, asteroids, even fictional scenarios like zombies are presented in detailed and thoroughly researched descriptions. The 47th Society, an international interest group that tracks the appearance and repetition of the quintessentially random number 47. Many believe the seemingly random nature of 47 carries some mystical, metaphysical, or scientific significance. The website of the 47 Society is a global hub for 47-related information. In other words, if you asked people to randomly choose a number, the most common answer would be 47. Of course, if 47 appears more frequently than any other number, then it's not truly random. But the use of the word random makes the whole phenomenon easier to explain. Our research indicates that numbers have lives of their own. 47 appears to be the most playful number, frequently showing up in unusual or surprising ways. Other numbers have their own characteristics, and we have heard heated testimonials from followers of some of these numbers, including 3, 11, 19, 23, and 42. Keep this in mind. 47 spotting is fun. There's no need to make 47 your favorite or lucky number in order to appreciate its synchronicitous ways. Just relax, observe 47 as it reveals itself to you, and share your experience with the 47 Society. That's the end of the websites. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. This was Spookify, and see you in the next videos.